Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mr. Yamada. Well, my name is Caden Yamada. And hope you're having a great day so far. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about what marijuana feels like. Now, I'm doing this series where I'm talking about what drugs feel like. I think I'm going to turn it into a playlist. Make sure you stick around, hit the notification bell, like the video, and let me know in the comments what video you'd like me to do next. And yeah, let's get right to it. Actually, before I continue with the video, I'm required to say I do not promote the use of legal or illegal psychoactive substances. My goal is strictly to educate the general public about these compounds so that they don't have to go put themselves at risk and try them. Yeah, so this gameplay took me a while to get, so I hope you enjoy it. Alright, give me a second, sorry. I don't actually script these videos, I just kind of wing it and, talk. But anyways, to start this video off, I would like to say that I am a pothead and I have been for like 5 years. I have been smoking basically my whole life. Ever since I discovered it, it's like kind of became my thing. So with that being said, I would like you guys to know that this video is completely subjective, and if what I say doesn't match up to your experience, don't attack me, because all drugs are subjective. The come up. Let's say your name is David. This is your first time smoking marijuana. You're at your friend Gobla's house, and she offers you a bong rip. You gladly take it. Now, you have actually smoked weed before, but it's never got you high. You just pretended to be high. And therefore, you are extremely confident. That confidence is about to be shattered simply because people have told you that marijuana is relaxing and it just makes you feel good and want to eat a lot. No one told you that it's like basically a psychedelic and can absolutely make you trip. You can trip on weed. So yeah, you take the bong rip and you're excited, you're waiting. About 20 seconds pass and you're not feeling anything, so you ask your friend, hey, should I take another one? I'm not really feeling anything. Thank the Lord and all his semen, she said, no, just wait. So you do, because she's scary and knows what she's talking about. And yes, this is the story of the first time I actually got high. I'm David in the story, but my real name's Caden. Anyways, you're waiting, and then eventually, the biggest wave of anxiety and paranoia you have ever felt in your entire life has came over you. Now granted, not everybody is gonna have a bad experience the first time they smoke marijuana, however, a lot of people will. I will describe the bad experience, and then I will describe a good experience. I will do my absolute best. Here's the hard part. So, the best way I could describe what happened, the very first thing I felt was colors kind of got a little bit brighter, but I didn't notice that until after this happened. Basically what happened was I just kind of spaced out. Like, it was like I left my body, but I don't know where I went. And then I just came back and I was like, what the fuck? What is happening? I remember the only thing I could feel, like what the drug actually felt like to me, was fear. Like, it just felt like I was scared and really anxious, like something bad was happening and I needed to escape. And I hated it, but I kept smoking it. And eventually I loved it. And now 5 or 6 years later, I cannot actually stop smoking it. So anyways, I'm going to continue with the story. So this is a decently long story, but I'm going to say it as quick as I can and try to describe what I was feeling throughout the experience. But basically I started panicking. I told my friend that I felt it, and she nodded her head and went, yeah, and I was like, yeah, I hate it, I don't like it. And she was like, what do you mean you don't like it? And got like a really concerned look. And all I could feel this whole time was like fear. Like, I was fearing for my life. I thought I was dying or something. And she was like, you'll be okay, just breathe. I don't really know what happened. The next thing I remember was her telling me that I should just go on a walk, like walk it off, you'll feel better after a walk. And so, I remember this particular thing that happened when I was leaving. Her boyfriend was there as well. I stood up to leave, and there's this thing, I think you all knowing what dapping people up means, but back in the day there wasn't a name for it, it was just a handshake. And her boyfriend put his hand out to like shake my hand, like dap me up, and I had no idea what he was doing. He put his hand out and I just looked at him like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what is this? Eventually I clued in and I dabbed him up, and then I was on my way, and as I was leaving, she screamed, "Please don't puke in my backyard." I didn't feel like I needed to puke at all. I just really didn't want to be on this drug anymore. And so yeah, I began walking to the rec center, which anyone who's followed me for a while knows exactly what I'm talking about. It is basically the place where this video was filmed.
What the fuck are you doing?
I know for a fact you've all seen that. But yeah, basically, so I went over there. A lot of stuff has gone down at this place, by the way. Like, this was the place I used to always go to hang out. So I start heading there. The walk goes by. Actually, no, the walk was very eventful. So I began walking on this path that was not towards the rec center because I didn't want to go there yet because I was way too high. And so I began walking, and I remember specifically feeling like each time I would take a step, I was falling. And so I would like actually fall and then catch my feet and continue walking. Yeah, it's a little hard to describe that, but if anyone's experienced that, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm saying. Yeah, so the next thing I remember was going and laying down at this bench right in front of the rec center. And this was the only time I've ever like had a hallucination like this on marijuana. I watched an eagle fly over me twice. So I watched it fly over me and it went caw, and then I closed my eyes, opened them, and then it happened again, and I was like, what the fuck? And yeah, after that I got up, went to the rec center, saw a buddy of mine there, told him how high I was, and then I begged my mom to let me stay out a little bit longer because I knew that I would get caught if I went home, but thank God the weed wore off before I actually arrived home. She didn't give me extra time, but you know, the universe just guides me like that. And then I went home and we all lived happily ever after. The next day I smoked marijuana again and had another bad experience. Recommend you don't, so. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I'm gonna do my best to describe like a good experience now. So nowadays when I smoke marijuana, it doesn't really affect me the way it did. Like, I don't really necessarily get high. It's now kind of like what I expected it was gonna be like. So really, I just feel relaxed. I do feel a little trippy. Like it's like delay. Like things are delayed. Like if I drop my vape, it'll take me like a couple seconds to realize I dropped it. Or like if I lay down, it'll take me like a second to realize that I'm actually laying down. Stuff like that. Sometimes it'll feel like things are repeating if you're high enough. So I remember a specific time when I was really high, when I didn't like marijuana. I remember getting up, turning off my Xbox, and then getting back in bed, getting up, turning it on, going to piss in the washroom, and then that would just happen all over again. And it was really fucked. I honestly wish that I could go back to those experiences, though, because they were definitely fucking insane. But yeah, honestly, I think that's all I can really do to describe marijuana. Thank you for watching the video, guys. If you made it this far, you're a legend, and comment you love me, because you do, and comment what video you'd like to see next. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's everything, guys. I hope you guys have a great night, and take care. Stay tuned for the next video. Much love. Mwah.